John, you all set?
Yeah, here you go.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Simpson, and I'm one of the lead developers for an awesome new product called Fission. And you might be wondering what Fission is. It's not this, but it is something that will save you enough time that you can go do this sooner. Fission is really application designed to help you generate React components super easily. And it's developed by team chainreact.io. And you're probably wondering, why would I use Fission? Well, we think it's going to be the future of React programming for beginners and experts. One reason is because of how easy it is to get started. All you do is go to our Canvas page, which we'll show you in a minute, and then you can convert any HTML component into a React component, any HTML element into a React component. And that component can be stateful or stateless. Why use it? It's not just easy, it's also convenient. You can build perfect components and store them in a database so that you can retrieve them for all your future apps. And you can change, add, or delete components anytime. And it's securely saved to our database, and you can log in with Auth0. And it's not just components, but you can also style them. So it's a very robust app. You have many styling options, including the color, the border height and width, the font size. Okay. Sorry, you're making me self-conscious. font type, border radius, and the margin and padding. So there's 4 main steps to using Fission. Number 1, choose a component. Number 2, style your component. Number 3, click Fuse to compile your component. Number 4, profit. So going back to step 3, when you click Fuse, I'll give you a quick example of what will happen. Okay, so Fuse is going to compile all your components together and create a local JavaScript file for you to use in your project. So I'm going to introduce you to the team. The front-end developers were myself and Laurel, and I'm going to let Laurel talk mostly about the thought process behind our design of the app.
Hey, so I will say, contrary to all the black on black that I'm wearing right now, my sort of innate design aesthetic is something that's much more poppy and sort of, I'd say something along the lines of the Jetsons. You're thinking like 1960s color palettes at that point. And I initially thought, oh, that's a fantastic look for our application. So a lot of the early wire designs and layouts kind of featured that. However, as we were putting our brains together and sort of revising this process, I found that we needed something that was a little bit clearer, to say the least, and something that was a bit more somber in this case. So I started to think, well, what about the flip side of this atomic age design, right? So I started to be a bit more inspired by nuclear reactors and the sort of minimalist fonts that you come and see out of this era in this case. And really looking for these very clear, impactful images as well as this tricolor palette, just to kind of cut back on it a little bit. I will say, because our group has a certain sense of humor, we did sort of weave the rest of our React puns and themes, and I think you'll find that really helpful to guide you through the site. And really, when we think about future expansions, at least from the front-end side, I would really like to add a bit more animation to the app, as well as make it a bit more accessible, and really bring in some of the customization that we see on the component side into the theme itself.
Okay, and Michael was our lead backend developer. He mostly did the entire backend and also the authorization, so I'm going to let him explain that to you guys for a second.
So for the backend, we use MongoDB to store a lot of your databases, pretty much all your components and all your projects. And the user information is stored in MongoDB. It's nice because not everybody's going to have the same settings in their project, in their components, and in their project. So MongoDB was like the perfect choice. With the compiling, when you click Fuse, what you send back is an array of objects with all the information about your components. And then what happens is that it's going to create a DOM tree from those components, and then you run a recursive loop through through that DOM tree, and then you get whatever information you need to kind of embed it into the React files, right? So like HTML, what class you have, what all the styling is being done through recursively loop through the DOM tree. And then to actually put stuff into the file, you actually again run the recursive loop, but you put it in string interpolation. So then each time you go to like a child or one of the div, it's going to put it inside of that div, right? And you can loop it through and through and through, and then you can get like a really nice pre-made React component. Anything else? Oh yes, and then after you compile the files, it all compiled into a folder, and then you do, there's an npm package called archive that basically zip up all your files in one folder into one file. That's the only way you can actually download files. So you send, after you run compile, it's going to send the file path to the front end, and then there's an API call that actually downloads the file with Express. And then when you get that file path, what you're just gonna do in the front end is run a package called JavaScript file handler, which converts the binary data into blobs, and then download the file as zip files. So then you have a zip file that you can actually unzip, and it have like all your components in like a nice folder structure. All right.
So we're going to show you how that works. But first I want to talk about the technology we use. Auth0 is our authentication database. MongoDB, React, obviously. We used React Color, which was a really cool technology you should check out. Redux, DOM parser, Node.js, Mongoose, Material UI, you can read. So here's a demo. I'm going to point and Michael's going to drive the ship. Okay, so this is Fission right here. So the first thing you want to do is log in. And this is Auth0, it's going to remember that I logged in. Click in. Legend. Okay, it's going to welcome me back to the app. We're going to go to the canvas. So over here is all the React components that you can choose from on your template side. So you can click on the button, which will give you the preview screen, which we call the editor. It's just a basic Material UI button. But then if you want to change the button, you can click Style over there. These will give you all the styling options. So this is the React color that I was talking about, which is a choice of the color picker over here. So Mike is going to change the color to see that whatever color you choose here is going to change the button over here. You can also change the font size inside, or the font style inside, also the font size inside. What's really cool is that the way we have it set up, you can change it by pixels or gems, depending on whatever your project is using. So in addition to that, you can change the height, width, the padding, and margin. Can you make the height a little bit lower? So and then we also put board ratings in there, so we want to curve your corners. Okay. So then once you get the style the way you want, you can choose down here whether you want to make a smart component or a dumb component. a Michael component or a me component. So then you can go to create. So then you'll see that it's been successfully created. So then when you look at your custom list up here, it will show up in your in your button. It will show up in your list. These are some buttons that I made earlier to show you that you can save. I made a UNC color button and a boot color button and a wacky button. There. Okay. So now this is my list, my personal list of custom components. So then when I want to save them, I go to Reactor. Okay, and I have my project over here. So my project has all my buttons that I've added to it over here. So if you want to see a preview of it, you can click on the component and it'll show it to you. And then also in the laboratory, once you get a lot of components, you can search and it'll show you components you can search by name of whatever you need.
The R&D is still under R&D.
Yeah, I clicked save like 5 times because my computer's slow. That's why we have 5 buttons. I'm not trying to save it. So back to Reactor. So this is my project right here. Michael's going to click Fuse. Be careful. Sometimes it's leave the mark. Go ahead and click yes. It's successfully compiled and it just downloaded to all the components.